So I posted a video about this chart, which I took down because I actually did not like what I said entirely, and I was actually kind of tired when I made the video. I mean, you have to think, can I always portray everything in 2 minutes? Well, I said that the rich is not to blame for everything, and that actually it's in part both the non-rich and the rich who are to blame, and I said to focus on actions, focus on what people are doing, and that somebody can be rich and do something good, and not just do something bad. Now, there were some people who said straight up that, if you're rich inherently, they should be taxed, they should be attacked, and whatever, they should not be respected. But the point I'm trying to make here is that we all make up this world. And in fact, you can't have the rich unless you have the poor. You can't have the government unless you have the people who support the government. So this is all one big relationship. And I think it's important that people understand that, which is why it's hard sometimes to provide nuance. And I try to provide nuance, but it's not always easy to do that because there's always different points of view, and oftentimes they are correct in different ways. So when I shared this chart about there being the rich and there being the poor, I'm not trying to divide people. What I want people to realize is that they're all just people, and that anyone can look at these things like technology or money as an example to say, well, I'm not going to become the tools of my tools. I'm not going to let that overrule my life. I'm not going to worship that. I'm not going to have that as my God. And in the same way, people treat government as their God. I, particularly on my channel, argue against this type of cult worship toward whether it's things or other people. I want people to attune to the truth, to honesty, to themselves, and therefore get out of their mind all these concepts, ideologies, and distinctions.